Welcome back. Today's AIDS hero, a teen who's been raising money for multiple sclerosis research since she was just 3 years old. And this year, Claire Sawanowski is the top fundraiser for Walk MS Portland, which is happening this Saturday. Now, Claire knows MS well because her mom was diagnosed 23 years ago. They both join us today. So happy to have you. And Claire,
Claire grew up, first of all.
Yes, we were looking at those younger pictures. You've been doing this since you were 3 years old. You'd never really known your mom without MS, and you have raised an amazing amount of money. Tell us what you shared with us.
So overall, I just hit yesterday, as a matter of fact, over $80,000 for my lifetime since I was 3 years old. I'm 13 right now. And currently for the MS Walk Portland, which is, like you said, on Saturday, for this year, I have raised $8,525, and I'm still going.
Oh, congratulations to you.
Wonderful.
Carol, you hear that news, and what do you think about this kid?
Well, I'll tell you, she's kind of my miracle child. I got stabilized with my MS, and I was able to get pregnant right away, which they told me it was going to take a while. And of course, then Claire decided she was going to be born 3 weeks early, and she was born in 1 hour and 20 minutes. So she kind of came into this world with a mission, I think, even back then. And she hasn't slowed down. She's done everything early, and she's made it her mission to do all she can to fight
Well, you
MS.
are inspirational. You've been living with this disease for a long time. How long?
23 years.
How are you?
I feel I'm doing great for where I am, and I have to say I attribute that to two things. One is the money that's raised by the National MS Society that has provided so much of the research for MS and to be able to promote these drugs. And second of all, probably my biggest support has been my neurologist at OHSU. I contribute everything to her. I told her I trust her more than anybody.
So much support. Claire, how do you go about raising so much money?
So when I was younger, the first thing that got me started was going door to door. So I went around my neighborhood.
And who would turn a 3-year-old down, right? Yeah.
And I just went door to door, and I had high hopes. In the first year, I think I got over $1,000, and that was a huge thing for me, being as little as I was. And I just kept going, and now I do it-yourself fundraisers, such as getting coffee from Starbucks. They give a donation of supply and set it up at the baseball games and give it for a donation for MS. And I have my amazing friends help me with that too. And I have a lot of incentives, and I think basically my fundraisers have grown and my support has gotten even bigger.
You obviously started this because of your mom and how much you love her, but since then you say there's been a lot of other people that you've come in contact with too.
Yes, there's been, I've met very many influential people who I had no idea that they had MS or was affected like my family is, but it's very touching to see the outreach of people who tell me, my mom has MS, my sister has MS, my friend has MS, and I think it's really a big notion in the MS community of how we can all come together and do what's the best to try to find a cure for MS.
Well, it's a big deal here in the Northwest. It really is.
And you mentioned all those folks you've met. You'll be walking with them in mind on Saturday. Where's the walk happening?
It's happening on Saturday, April 7th at the World Trade Center in downtown Portland.
At the World Trade Center.
You'll both be there?
Yeah, how much ground do you have to cover?
I think it's right over a 5K.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and thanks so much for all the work you've done
Absolutely.
for MS to this point. Just wonderful.
It is.
You're so proud, aren't you, Karen?
I am proud.
How could you not be?
How could you not
It's a good
be?
kid.
Oh.